Oh, hey, what are you guys doing here? It's been a while since I've last cooked for you guys. Just been super busy. Don't really have any good excuses. I keep saying I'm gonna be more diligent about posting. Sometimes it's just hard. But I have a ton of kale. I gotta figure out what to do with it, so I'm gonna be making a kale pesto today. Just like a regular pesto, I guess, but I'm adding kale this time. So I'm also gonna be making some kale chips to add some texture. Let's go. To make the kale chips, I'm gonna preheat the oven. You wanna keep it at a low temperature and just let it cook for a bit. We're not doing anything crazy. We're just gonna toss it in some oil. Some salt and a little seasoning. And we're just gonna crunch it or crush it a little bit on top of the pesto. Something kind of crazy is that I've been trying to not make it, but I guess get my feet into acting and a little bit of modeling. And I've actually been able to land some work, which is kind of crazy. That's been taking up a bit of my time past few months, and my full-time job also gets kind of busy. So for the kale chips, I'm just gonna try to bake the leaves. So I'm getting rid of the thick stems, and really you can just eat them for good fiber. With the chips, you don't want to add too much oil. So just like a tablespoon of oil should be more than enough. And then season with some salt. And then I'm gonna add some garlic powder and pepper. Because I like a little bit of that flavor. Mix this up with my hand. That's all it is. Olive oil, salt, pepper. You want to make sure the kale's really dry, otherwise it'll almost steam. Really simple, really easy, quick way to get some healthy snacks. I have a little baking tray. I'm gonna lay, actually, you know what? Let me get some parchment paper out. Okay, got some parchment paper. Now, I am going to lay out the kale. You want to make sure to spread it out as much as possible so that the leaves aren't on top of each other and have enough space to dry out and come out really crispy. Okay. And that's going to go in the oven for about 20 minutes, actually like 15. While that's going, I'm going to start making the pesto sauce. So something that I found to really help my pesto is that I'll blanch any vegetables and basil that I'm using. It just helps remove some of that bitterness. Honestly helps it keep its green color too, so it looks nice. So I'm just gonna blanch some kale for a couple minutes. Okay, the water's starting to boil. So I'm gonna add some kale now. And since the kale's got some stems, I'm gonna blanch it for like 2 minutes. At the last 15 or so seconds, I'm gonna add some basil, because basil does not take as long to blanch. Because blanching, you're not trying to boil things, you're just trying to lock in the flavors. I'm gonna give this 2 minutes. And while that is working, I'm going to get started on the pesto. If you watched my last pesto video, this is the same food process. So I'm gonna add a clove of garlic. It's a pretty big piece of garlic, so that's why I'm just adding one. Gonna add 1 clove of garlic in. I've also got some Parmesan cheese. I'm gonna shake some in here. Oh, timer's going off, so I'm gonna add some basil. I have my own basil plant here. I call him Jeff. Here's a little bit of Jeff. Oh shoot, I didn't even get it. The important part of blanching is making an ice bath for everything, which I forgot to do. I'm gonna strain everything and add it directly to the ice bath. Okay. And this helps to stop it from fully cooking. Probably should have added more water. Whatever, it's fine. Anyways, back to what I was doing. Adding some cheese in. I don't have pine nuts, so instead of pine nuts, I'm gonna be using some cashews. I think it's fine. This is definitely not like a traditional pesto, so any pesto purists out there, don't come at me. I'm trying my best though. So I got some cheese, garlic, and add about a handful of cashews. I'm not really measuring anything, but I think a handful of cashews works. Maybe a little more than a handful. I'm also gonna start getting some pasta boiling, because for some reason this pasta takes a long time to boil. It's like 18 minutes. I did get it from Whole Foods though, so maybe, I don't know. But, I don't know. Got the kale and basil blanched. So now we're just gonna try to squeeze out excess water. Add it to pesto. Now I just gotta add the top. Olive oil. Oh, wow, that's definitely dangerous. Add some oil. We're making quite a bit of pesto, so. Our kale chips are done. I have an oven mitt that my old supervisor gave me. Thanks, Sarah, if you ever watch these. These are the kale chips. They are a little on the brown side, but I think they should still be fine. Crunchy, so almost done with the pesto. I think this is almost good though. I think it needs a touch of maybe lemon. Got some lemon here. Just add a little squeeze. Not too much, but a little bit. I think will go a long way. Take a little taste. Okay. I think it needs a little more salt, but we'll do that when we assemble everything. Because we got a little bit of salty pasta water too. So I'll just wait for the seasoning then. While the pasta's coming up to a boil, I'm gonna salt the water. It's starting to come to a boil, so I'm just gonna drop some of this pasta in. That's good. So some exciting stuff. I finally hit over 100 subscribers, almost at 100K, but I was like, wait, no, that's nothing close. But hey, I mean, what are we? The few, the proud, right? It's been really fun making content. Sometimes it does get a little tiring and exhausting, especially when you have to edit some of these videos. Looking at yourself for like a few hours, almost 6 hours, it's like, it's fun. It's fun. And seeing some of your reactions, it's funny. I really hope that I can start pumping out more content, but it's just been kind of tough recently. Oh yeah, I guess a little bit about modeling and acting. So I started it last October. Built a little bit of a portfolio during school, and since then I've been able to land some jobs here and there. Starting to get more now, which is kind of amazing. So I'm really grateful and really lucky to have been able to land some jobs. Most of the work has been like short films and then some background work. And then recently I've been starting to get some advertisement work. Yeah, I guess hopefully more to come, exciting updates. Whenever you make pasta, you always want to reserve some of the pasta water. So while that's cooking, I'm just gonna set this to the side and reserve some of this pasta water, starchy, salty pasta water, just so that I could use it to emulsify or bring the sauce together later. But that's gonna continue boiling for a while. So just waiting a bit, gonna eat another chip. Now while I'm making some pasta, I gotta hit my protein goals. I gotta hit my protein goals too. So I'm also just searing off some chicken here. The pasta is still taking a while to boil, but I think it's almost there. I'm just not gonna butter baste it. I'm just pan searing it with oil today. Still waiting on the pasta. So I'm just gonna drain this pasta. Okay. I'm gonna leave it in the pot while it's still hot. Bars. Okay, while this is hot, I'm gonna add the pasta water, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of butter. I'm just letting the residual heat bring everything together. Now I'm just gonna stir it all together. And some of this residual heat should also melt the cheese to make it almost creamy. Because at too high of a temperature, I think the cheese will start to seize. Okay, and I think my chicken's almost done, so I'm gonna turn off the heat and just let the residual heat cook that. But here's what the pasta looks like so far. It's coming together. Okay, I'm excited to finally try this. Looks pretty good. Come on. That is so good. It definitely doesn't taste like regular pesto because it's got a lot of kale. But that is really good. I actually really like the cashew. I think it makes it a little bit sweeter. I add some salt at the end. Yeah, I mean, this is crazy good. I'm gonna try adding some kale chips on the top now. Give it like a little bit of a crunchy texture. I think it's a really good thing to do with like extra greens, extra kale. I definitely recommend making any sort of pesto with any greens. It's like a really easy way to use up any greens that are about to go bad. Tastes really good, tastes amazing.